So HTC U11 Plus has a lot more leaks and rumors, so we dive into that. Let's get into this video. Now, the HTC U11 was an okay smartphone. It didn't really hit the mark in terms of what we wanted as consumers. I think HTC, really made an effort to try and bring back their customer base in terms of their smartphones. But I think HTC is really doing too many smartphones in 1 year. How many smartphones have they released in this year alone? I feel like if they actually are going to release a smartphone, it has to be really good. It has to change the game, and I feel like if it doesn't, it could hurt the company. I know they've teamed up with Google to make decent smartphones for the Google Pixel and stuff like that, but I feel like HTC needs to really focus on their smartphone brand and really change the game, really bring something that is not available right now in the Android ecosystem. And if they can do that, a lot of people will really flock towards HTC again. Keeping their boom sound speakers is something that was a signature for the smartphone, and I feel like a lot of the times if they have to take this away, it would hurt the company more than it would, because a lot of people did like the boom sound speakers of the HTC smartphone. That's really my thoughts. Now, looking at the specifications that have been leaked and rumored, is that it's gonna have a Snapdragon 835 chipset, which is nothing new in 2017. Every smartphone now is coming out with the 835 chipset, and you're looking at a 4 gigs of RAM and 64 gigs of internal storage variant, and a 6 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage variant. So if you're a person that likes to film videos, take a lot of pictures, the 128 gig version is gonna be more than enough for you. It's not gonna have an SD card slot. We're not really sure about that, but it might not have, because it has 128 gigs of internal storage. Now the 4 gigs and 64 gigs of internal storage one will probably have an expandable storage. We're not really sure. We're gonna confirm this as soon as we get more wind of more leaks and rumors, but I feel like it's gonna happen, and if it happens, it's gonna be really amazing if both of them have chance to expand storage. But 128 gigs, it's a lot for a lot of people, especially if you're recording with your smartphone. It's gonna be enough to do your daily tasks and get simple things done, and do a lot of heavy things without bogging down the smartphone and getting it to and making it to be slow. Now, looking at the display, you've got a 6-inch WQHD display plus an LCD at a 538 dpi, so it's gonna be amazing. We want to try it out and see how bright does it get, and how the display works, because all the technology nowadays with the Google Pixel is not really that good. And Samsung is probably the ones that are making good OLED displays, but they're expensive. They are milking this for what it's worth, and a lot of companies are trying to find out better companies that are doing the same thing as Samsung is, but at a much more cheaper and affordable price, so that they can make good products, so that we don't get a bigger price as an end consumer. Now, having said that as well, looking at the cameras, you've got a 12 megapixel rear facing camera. I'm not sure if this is going to be dual, but if it is, it's going to be pretty much the standard for smartphones in 2017. Hopefully both of them are 12 megapixel, not one be 12 megapixel and the other one be less than that, 8 or something like that. It's something that we want to see 12 megapixel on both the cameras. If OIS is there, it's going to be an added bonus. It's something that a lot of smartphone companies are doing, with one smartphone having EIS. It's something that it's so 2017 that you cannot not have these specifications on your smartphone. So yeah, with the front-facing 8 megapixel camera, well, a lot of people are going to complain, a lot of people won't complain, because people that like to do selfies will probably complain about this, but people that don't like selfies are not going to complain. with the portrait mode in most of these smartphones. Maybe, you know, it could have been a lot more resolutions. We'll see what HTC does with this smartphone. So now the last specifications of this smartphone is the battery, which is a 3930 mAh battery, which is pretty decent for a smartphone. You know, we're not really sure how much is it gonna cost, but if anything is to go by, you know, it might be in that 1,900 price range, because they might cram in a lot of specifications like wireless charging, fast charging, you know, a lot more RAM, which is not really specified in the specifications. Maybe you're getting a 64 gigs internal storage, or 128 gigs of internal storage, or even 256, maybe the first smartphone with 256 gigs of internal storage. So it's gonna be interesting to see what HTC does with this, because they're a big company and they've been there for a long time. So if they can change the game, give us 128 gigs, yeah, it could really do it for you, HTC. It could really do it for you. Anyway, this has been a quick video on the HTC, you know, U11 Plus. And tell me, you guys, your thoughts. Leave a comment down below. I want to see what you guys think about this smartphone. Anyway, this has been Isolate Tech. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and press that bell so you can stay notified of my videos. This is Isolate Tech, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
Hold me close till I get out.